Hi and welcome to Kinspirations. Today I want to tell you about a man that is a Holocaust survivor, and he shared his experiences with us about the brutality and the war that he went through, but also the hatred that he still believes exists today, and that is the main point that I want to drive in. And so I'm going to share more about his views on that at the very end. But what I do want to share with you is a story that hit me really hard when he spoke. He shared lots. He is a man from Holland, so he's Dutch, but he's Jewish. And obviously that is not the place that you want to be in during the time of the Holocaust and with the Nazis. And so he spent a lot of the war trying to flee. But one of the stories he told me was about a man, and I don't remember if it was his brother or his friend. But either way, this is the story. So this man at the time, they were basically just trying to survive. You were doing whatever you could to survive from the Nazis, from the brutal deaths that they were killing people by the thousands. And anyways, so he ended up getting a job, and this was the job that kept him safe. He would take bodies from the gas chambers, and he would carry them on the wagons or whatever they used at the time to the pits to put the bodies in to dispose of them. Imagine bringing your friends, bringing these people of your own culture, carrying their bodies. And then one day, when he thought all was safe, the Nazis brought his wife and children in to be killed into the gas chamber, and they made him stand outside of a fence and watch his wife and his children walk into this gas chamber to be killed. And if he looked down or if he looked away, then they would point his gun and they would hit him with the chin and make sure he was looking up, make sure his eyes were on them. They would, basically say, if you don't do this, we're gonna kill you. And clearly abuse him. And this man had to watch the people he loved walk into this gas chamber. And then, after that, as they were dying, there was smoke coming up from the pillars of the chamber. And the Nazis made him wave. And all the men, there was also other men as well that they made them do this too. And they made them stand and wave. And they said, "Say goodbye to your dead loved ones," in that smoke there. It amazes me that people can be so brutal, so vicious, so disgusting. But the thing that got me, that story really hit me hard, but the thing that got me most was at the end of this assembly, someone asked the question, "Do you think the Holocaust could ever happen again?" And he said, "Yes." And I believe it is happening right now. He said that people have not learned to love one another. People have not learned to stop looking at our differences, but look at what we have in common. This man, 85 years old, has seen more than many of us have ever seen. He understands freedom more than any of us will ever know. And I take his words to heart. And I encourage you to too, so I'm going to read them one more time. He says, "People have not learned to love one another. People have not learned to stop looking at our differences. They need to look at what we have in common. We're all people. We're all hurting. We've all been through a lot. But by God's grace, we are saved." I encourage you to stop looking at people for their hurts, for their anger, for their bitterness, their jealousy. Look at them for who they are. We're all people, hurting in different ways. So I just want to encourage you, if nothing else, to love. To learn how to love your family, your friends, and even your enemies.